So
one of my favorite songs in my life, the song that, and there's some that I really love, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes was one of mine, but one that you wrote that I always loved was MacArthur Park. I think, I don't know how did that come to you? Where did that,
well, it's kind of to cut to the chase, a producer asked me to create a classically influenced song for Top 40 radio. And he was producing a group at the time, and they declined to record MacArthur Park after I finished it.
They declined?
Yes, and I sort of had it on me. You know, songwriters always have these, they call it the trunk. Everything goes into the trunk. And I went over to London to do a record with Richard Harris. It was the first time I'd ever been out of the country. And I was standing in his flat in Chesham Place in Belgravia, and I'd played every song I knew, trying to come up with 10 songs for a record. And we still didn't have them all. And he said, "Don't you have anything else?" I'd even played all the hymns at that point. I played Amazing Grace. And he didn't buy it.
You're getting desperate now.
So he says, "Isn't there anything else?" And I said, "Well, yeah, way down here on the bottom I have this kind of kooky thing called MacArthur Park." And I played... Spring was never waiting for us, girl. It ran one step ahead as we followed in the dance. And so on.
What does it mean that someone left the cake out in the rain? I don't think that I can take it because it took so long to bake it. What the heck does you mean there, Jimmy?
I'd like to tell you that, but if I told you that, then I'd have to kill you.
Well, on that thought, we'll just take a break. And we'll be back with Jimmy Webb and I'll be live.
Anyway, he said, "I'll have that."
I guess he did, because he made it, that was it. It became Richard Harris and MacArthur Park. Back in just a sec. With songwriter and author Jimmy Webb, and if you've ever dreamed about being any part of the music business, you got to own this. This book is wonderful. It's Tombsmith, Inside the Art of Songwriting. Play us a tune, Jimmy.
Play us a tune, Jim. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wires, I can hear you through the wine, and the Wichita lineman is still alive. This time we almost made the pieces fit. Oh, didn't we? This time we almost made some sense of it. Oh, didn't we? This time I had the answer right here in my hand. Then I touched it and it had turned to sand. you bruise me. We both bruise so easily, too easily to let it show. I love you and it's all I know. Should I keep playing or?
Well, you can do whatever you want. Whatever makes you feel good, you know? You know, I was talking to actors the other day, and it occurred to me that actors are a very special kind of people to do what they do, and people like you are a special kind of human being. It occurs to me that you must play the piano, that you are one of those artists that has to create and play, or else your life would be just unlivable for you if we took this piano away.
Well, maybe we are our own best analysts. I think songwriters are crazy people who use their music to deal with their frustration and angst and
This time we almost made it was a result of breaking up with somebody?
that's an early song, and all my early songs are hormone-driven with a capital H. Now, you know, I kind of wax intellectual at time to time, but basically, and I notice in my own sons, you know, the Webb brothers who are playing in, as I told you before, really knocking them out in London right now. My oldest boy, Chris, is 26, and his younger brother, 24, Justin, playing as a team. And everything they write is about sex or love or
raging hormones.
Raging heartache and hormones. It's just amazing.
So what's driving you now?
How much fuel that provides at a certain age. Well,
what do you mean amazing? You got 6 kids, obviously.
Well, I don't feel that I'm, you know, uninterested in the opposite sex. I'll tell you quite honestly, I'm 52 years old. I felt that I needed to write this book before it was too late, before I forgot what I learned and got to the point where I didn't have the energy to. It took me 4 years.
I was going to say, it's a huge undertaking.
And I felt like I needed to do that. Now I'm looking at a very fun touring schedule. I'm touring Australia in March, and I'm trying to bring my first Broadway show to. It's a dream.
Instant Intimacy?
Yeah, Instant Intimacy, book by Robin Siegel, and which has some. Well, it has this memorable tune in it. He stinks to high heaven, half covered with hair. It grunts just like some old orangutan, while she smells of clean skin and a trace of jasmine, and speaks like a first-rate librarian. Like a donkey and in the bed he flips cigarettes in the can, but she always acts nice with no visible vice. What does a woman see in a man? You know, which I originally...
That's so good. We're out of time.
I wrote that for Hillary, actually.
For Hillary, yeah.
But we're out of time.
We're out of time.
What a pity.
Yeah, but we will see each other again.
Okay.
I'm going to come and track you down. And
I'd love to write a song with you sometime.
I will. I'm going to come and track you down wherever you are.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Okay, it's a deal.
Okay.
This book, if you have ever had any thoughts about, you know, creating music and how it's done, Inside the Art of Songwriting. I like that. That's a tune on its way up, Songwriting. Mr. Jimmy Webb has written Toonsmith. Thank you so much. This is his current CD called 10 Easy Pieces.
Thank you.